In this video, we'll be doing the Work Together, Chapter 12, Lesson 2 problem from page 350, I believe, 7 in your Century 21 Accounting textbook by Gilbertson, Lehman, and Gentene, edition 10E. So for the first part of this, here's your instructions in a picture for the Work Together. Information is taken from a semi-monthly payroll given in the working papers. These are now your working papers, right? Determine the federal income tax that must be withheld for each employee. Use the tax withholding tables in this lesson. So the first thing I've done here is I gave you the single person withholding table, which you can see the entire table on page 353. In order to get it a picture zoomed in enough, clear enough to read the section we needed, I just took a small part of that, but it is on page 353, and then over here is the married table, and it was on page 354 of your textbook. So for John Clausen here, we will find his federal income tax withholding. He is married, so first we go to the married table with 2 allowances. So we'll come over to the 2 for allowances, and we can see that his earnings are $1,360. So we scroll to the $1,360. That puts me at $52 of withholding. So we'll go ahead and type 52 here. All right, Janice Edison, single, so this one, with 1 allowance at $980 should be here, $960 to $980, looks like $76. Is that but then $980 on, so she would actually go down to this next spot for $79. I would assume anything less than $980 would be on the previous line. Anything 980 even and more would go on the next line. Okay, so Terry Lambert, married, so this one, 3 allowances, $1,510. 1,500. 3 allowances. 1,510 would be this middle one for exactly $50. So we'll type that in here. And Anthony Simpson, single, with 2 allowances, so this column, and $1,125. 1,120 to 40 is in this one. So it would be $77 right here, withholding right there. So 77. And that is all there is to federal income tax withholding. And now we'll go ahead and calculate the amount of Social Security tax and Medicare tax that must be withheld for each employee. So the Social Security tax rate of 6.2% and a Medicare tax rate of 1.45%. And notice our textbook says none of the employees has accumulated earnings greater than the tax base in round dollars to the nearest cent. That greater than the tax base, it's reminding us that there is a maximum amount after you have been taxed on $106,800 as of the time this book was read or wrote. You don't have to pay anymore. Now that is like a federal tax thing that keeps changing with Congress as they change tax rates and such. But as of this book, the number is $106,800. So no more tax after you have been taxed on that much earned in a year. Okay, so Social Security tax, it's just going to be 6.2% or 0.062 times the earnings. Enter. So we get $84.32, and that's correct. Now, do we want to let it autofill? Yes, I think we do. We'll check, is it doing the same rate times now this row? Yes. So we like that. Those look good. And now we're going to do Medicare. Okay, so it's just equals, because you always start formulas with an equals, 0.0145. So that would be 1% or 1.45% times the total earnings. Click that cell, enter. And then we'll go ahead and let it autofill for us there too. So we end up with 1972, 14, 21, 2190, 1631. Okay, so we have finished all of the federal income tax, social security tax, and Medicare withholdings for these employees on the work together. And you guys can do the on your own using these same tables. And remember, they are in your textbook. It might be easier to read them there.